All right, we're on Facebook Live, the Ron and Don Show on KIRO Radio Special Veterans Day edition.
What are we talking about
What
here?
are we talking about?
What are we talking about here?
So how should we think about Veterans Day 2018? With the backdrop of recent midterm elections, Make America Great Again hats, and national anthem protests, the ideas of patriotism and what it means to be American have been jumbled as of late. When I think about something like this, I always try to set some outer boundaries at the extreme edges and then work my way back to a more balanced and reasonable position. On one extreme, there are people that want to believe that America is the greatest at everything, end of discussion. This can quickly devolve into straight-up nationalism and isolationism. We're the best! Everybody else can get the heck out! I don't think that honorable military members gave their lives in times of war so people could fist pump and yell America real loud at the barbecue and then light off some fireworks. At the other extreme are people with no regard for the United States' significance in the last 200 years. At its best, the willingness of American soldiers to sacrifice protecting our brand of democracy has been a buoy and stabilizer to the rest of the world. Ignoring what America means to the cause of freedom in the world is just as bad as the opposite extreme. So how do you honor and respect men and women who have voluntarily put themselves in harm's way? What about ones you disagree with on fundamental issues regarding freedom, liberty, and politics? I've come up with a few things that I try to do. Steal them if they connect with you. First, divorce myself from politics. If a man or woman has served in the military honorably, I'm indebted to them. Full stop. It doesn't really matter if we agree on policy or not. I try to actively engage from a position of gratitude. Next, I try to do the small things consistently. I've just recently become comfortable with genuinely thanking people for their service. When you see a man in his 70s or 80s wearing a Navy hat or a Vietnam jacket, say thank you. Tell them you appreciate what they did. When I see active duty personnel in an airport or in a restaurant, I make an attempt to buy them a beer. Making a habit of this when it's not Veterans Day is my goal. And finally, I try to do my part as a citizen. They served in a literal sense. I need to do my part and exercise the things they fought to protect. I need to speak up and stand up for veterans. They have earned medical care. They've earned job opportunities. They've earned mental health options. They have earned our respect. We should give it freely. It's easy to lose sight of the basics in times like these. At its core, America believes in life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, and we are willing to fight for it. In my opinion, the greatest thing you can do on Veterans Day is remind yourself to live, to love, and to pursue. Make your world better, fairer. For your service.
That's really good, Ron. I like how you talked about the separation right there. It's interesting. We were just talking to some Vietnam veterans that were here. Joe Kreco was here, Major Joe Kreco, 2,280 days. And the Hanoi Hilton shut down. And it's kind of interesting when men and women come back from war, they don't want to tell their stories. We saw this with the Greatest Generation, World War II. And then a lot of times before they pass, the stories come out. They want to talk. A lot of times they come home, they just want things to be normal. They want to get back to work, want to get back to family, want to get back to fun. But then somewhere along the line, something happens. As they see their time is running out and they want to tell their stories. And I think one of the best things that we can do is just listen. Just sit down and be curious and ask them about their stories and let them tell their stories. And hopefully we'll be lucky enough to hear some of those stories like we were at 4 o'clock and like we will be coming up at 6 o'clock as it's Veterans Day. Freedom's not free. It's the Ron and Don Show on KIRO Radio.